Hello again, Kojo's Trick Slabbers!
Alright, Kojo Slabbers. I've had a few people message me saying that they have to trick alone, they don't have anyone to train with, and they're struggling with motivation, and they're struggling to improve, and they're having a bad time, and that's not what I want. I want you to all have a fantastic time tricking. So, me and Dean,
What do we do about it?
we're here to sort it out.
One of the most important things you mentioned earlier, film yourself. If you're tricking alone and you're not filming yourself, you're a guy doing a flip or two and then you standing there
You're just panting, you're like, ugh.
and there's not
Just
like
waiting.
there's not really a flow to the session, so the filming yourself really adds like a flow to it all. When you're taking that rest, you're analyzing, and then you go back to the trick with making changes based on what you did, so there's a whole more kind of
Yeah,
thing going
it
on.
also gives you another push as well, because especially when something's going good, when you see yourself do the trick, you're like, oh nice, I did that. You see what you need to improve, but also it's going to make you want to do more tricks because yeah, you get to see what you're actually creating, really. So I film every single trick I do, and especially if I'm alone, I'll film and I'll watch back every single trick throughout the whole session. Just while I'm resting, getting my breath back, watch the trick back. It gets you way more engaged in your session, and if you're doing that, there'll be no absent time, really. You're like constantly focused, so it's much easier to get into that flow state where all you're thinking about is the tricks.
If you train out in the grass by yourself and it's like feels on hype, wanting you to motivate yourself, get a little speaker or something. I find that as soon as the music goes on, I just like the session goes up a notch. So get yourself a little speaker, get hype. If you're only tricking when other people are tricking, you're completely limiting how often you train. You need to develop the skill of training alone so that you're never waiting on someone else to have that session. If you want to be great, you need to be able to go out any day of the week by yourself, no matter who else is training. You're going to be the one on top because you're just training every day, no matter what. Training the rain by yourself. We've had rain sessions, concrete sessions,
Plenty of times.
5 a.m. sessions. Those are the sessions that make you, take you above the rest. So you got to develop that skill if you want to be cash money.
Yeah, be prepared. Just be prepared to train alone. Even if you're someone who feels like you get your energy from your friends when you're tricking with them, that's great, but if you really want to get good, you've got to put that time in outside of those sessions. Maybe just drill in one trick or one combo.
Yeah.
Even if it's not as hype and you're not enjoying it as much as a session with your friends, it's still really useful, and it's a different kind of fun because you really take the time to think about every trick you're doing, and if you're just doing one trick, how you can make it as good as possible. And I find it quite relaxing. Don't try and make it like a session with your friends, because it's not. It's just a different type of tricking, but it's still fun.
Yeah.
And it still helps you a lot, and it makes a big difference to your tricks overall.
You can focus so much more. Like, if with your friends there's like a hype about it, and like that can get you doing good tricks, but the sheer focus of being by yourself has its own positive thing about it. When you just get really into your thoughts, watching that trick, trying to do it better the next time, get hype about that solo sesh. Enjoy that solo sesh.
Yeah, you need it. It's essential.
Yeah, you need those solo sessions.
So you better learn to love it. If you don't, learn to.
Name one tricker who's one of your favorites. He's had a solo sesh. He's solo sessioning right now.
Right this second. He's out there just grinding.
Yeah, like Kojo said, the solo sessions don't have to be your same session type as you have with your friends. Literally, if you go out by yourself and you just drill your B-twist, when you go have that hype session with your friends, your B-twist is going to be popping. You're going to take that B-twist to the next level.
Take home points. Film yourself. Watch everything back. Play music at your session. Don't treat it like it's the same session as when you're tricking with your friends, because it's not. Just enjoy what it is and try and accept it for what it is. That's it. So get out there, go trick by yourself. It will help your tricking. Just add that on top of your normal sessions with your friends if you're someone who gets to trick with people. If not, then try and make the most of your solo sessions. It doesn't mean you can't get really good. Johan's sessions have been mainly by himself throughout his whole tricking, and he can do trip dub trip. So don't let it limit you. You can still get just as good as you want to get.
Yep, yeah boy.
Yeah, and Peen agrees also.
Yeah, that's my 2 cents. Yeah,
Alright.
that's all good stuff. Bye.
Bye.